And they stay here and we can work on it together.
One of us isn't in the team, remember?
You should be.
I know, it's exactly my sort of topic.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Hard to argue, really.
Yeah, and we've got the affirmative. We're going to walk all over them.
Unless you get too cocky and don't prepare properly. Now go. Good
night.
Hi, Dad.
Hi. You must be the famous Angus.
Famous Angus, yeah.
Scarlett treating you alright, is she?
Yeah. Great.
Ready for dessert?
Sorry, I didn't think you'd want anything. I've asked for the bill.
Oh.
Excuse me for interrupting. Was there a problem with my service?
Sorry, I don't know what you mean.
Or only with the waitress? I don't tolerate rudeness to my staff. Good.
Libby, we need to get out of here. Right now, come on.
Please, don't rush away. My apologies for any offense. Is there anything else I can get you?
No, we're okay, thanks.
Take your time, please.
What was all that about?
I don't know, just some misunderstanding.
Right.
Okay, today's patient list, please take one and pass them on. Oh, and our trauma review meeting, don't forget, please, 10 o'clock. Be there if you can. Right. Blood results. Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. You okay?
Fine.
What's wrong with Saul?
Glandular fever. He's had it for some time, but somehow he managed to convince his mum he was okay. Now she's really wild.
So we can't do the debate?
Looks like you're back in the team.
Maybe.
Well, you better make up your mind. We've only got till tonight.
Okay, I'm in.
Cool.
On one condition. No more stupid phone calls. I've had enough.
How many times do you have to hear it? It's not me. Hey, what are you doing here? Same thing you're doing. Hey? Saul's out of action, so we have to go for second best.
Watch it.
That's great.
Be back in a minute.
So, it's all on between you and Scarlett then? Yep. What's that look for? Well, do you know what she's like, eh? She's got this habit of becoming really, really attached. I mean, really, as an obsessive. Well, I could handle that for a while. I'm just saying, that's all. You've been warned, brother.
Oh, your hero.
I know, but there's this whole other side to him. Like, he can be really vulnerable sometimes. Like, I might have to do the rescuing instead of the other way around.
I think the word you're looking for is needy. Run for your life.
No, it's not like that. He actually listens to me, you know. I don't think Baxter ever did.
Well, it is one way to cure a broken heart.
What is?
Throwing yourself at somebody else.
I am not throwing myself at...
want to?
Okay, so maybe I like him, but what's wrong with that?
Apart from the fact you'll be breaking the first commandment.
What?
You know, thou shalt not with your flatmates.
That is the stupidest rule ever made.
Oh, just remember, you can't send a poem in the morning.
Yeah, well, maybe I'm not talking about a silly little fling.
I know. It's love, obviously.
Well, what if it is?
Then you have to go for it. You'll regret it if you don't. It's good.
Yeah, well, it has to be. There's a lot of fussy doctors in here every day. Oh, there's one now.
You must be the fussiest of the lot.
Sorry?
You're not eating. Diana Flint? No, I've got a moment to shoot. If you ask me, he's got a case, just don't expect me to take it to court. No, I'm not doing any more pro bono. Not enough for the poor people this week. All right, talk me through it and I'll give you some advice if I can. Only because it's you, darling.
Another OJ, please.
Same for me, thanks. You got a minute?
No, not really.
Fine, I do need to talk to you, but hey, don't let me interrupt your date.
I won't. Excuse me. Thank you.
Craig, anything to report?
From where?
Your high-powered business meeting across the road?
Let's just say that particular merger is not on the cards anymore.
Why not?
Well, you weren't joking when you said she was high-powered. Don't think I'd last a distance.
Yeah, I didn't think she was your type.
Exactly what is my type, Chris?
Blonde, down to earth, pretty, but not too glam. Bit of a party girl when she gets going. Probably a nurse, I'm guessing.
Oh, careful, mate. You just described your own wife.
You know who I mean.
Alice and I are friends, okay? That's it.
You guys still on for tonight?
We need to talk about the nursing manager position. I said I'd buy you a drink.
Dinner, I thought he said.
Oh, yeah, that's what I remember.
This new place looks pretty good.
BYO credit card and you're on.
Hi.
Hey, sorry to bother you at work.
Hey, ouch.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Doesn't look fine.
Oh, letter from the power company. Please pay within 48 hours or blah, blah, blah.
Oh, they are so evil.
But unfortunately, they's got the power, man.
Okay, I'll get my checkbook.
You two having secret little meetings now?
Oops, guess we're sprung. It's no use, we'll have to tell her.
Tell me what?
Please don't hate us, Libby.
What is going on?
You're not gonna like it.
What?
The power bill's overdue and Kara needs your share.
How's that all? You shouldn't joke like that, Claire. I thought someone was dead.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Mrs. Kennedy.
Yes, Scarlett.
Caitlin Owens is smoking. I think Hunter was too.
Really?
Near the gates. It's not a good look. I just thought I should let someone know.
Thank you, Scarlett.
As a great man once said, what is a weed? A plant whose virtues have not yet been discovered. In other words, it's all in how we look at things. A weed with the right medicinal properties might save a life, and the weediest kid at school might turn out to be a brilliant doctor and save thousands of lives. And if one of those lives is yours, who will seem more beautiful than the doctor smiling down at you when you first open your eyes? Because beauty truly is in the eye of the beholder. Thank you.
What's beautiful to you might not seem beautiful to anyone else. Ugly! Women in Western society were told for ages that they needed to have long, flowing hair to be beautiful. But a woman in Africa would have laughed at the idea, and a lot of Western women laugh at it today. But not everybody, because we're all different, aren't we? Even the ugliest person in the world is probably beautiful to someone. Even if it is just his mother.
This is nicer than that stinky little bar across the road from the hospital, isn't it?
You mean the one you manage? Why are we here when you could have slipped me a freebie?
Well, I thought that you'd appreciate a break from the usual work crowd.
You mean Craig?
Maybe. But we're not going to talk about him though, are we?
Okay, so how's your love life?
Ah, well, there's nothing to tell.
It's time, girl. You got out and had some fun.
I think I've probably forgotten how to.
I used to be good at it till I started fancying... What's his name?
The guy that we're not talking about.
That's the one.
I don't believe it.
What?
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hi.
Small world. Getting smaller all the time.
So, So, boys' night out, is it?
Business meeting, actually.
Ah, yeah, I've heard that one before.
Yes, sad, but true. Wouldn't call it urgent business, though, would you, Scotty? Hesitation night when dinner with the ladies, it is.
Excuse me, but you guys haven't been invited.
Oh, may we?
If it's all right with Alice.
I don't mind.
I'm not imagining it, am I? He is cute.
Who? I feel like that sort of thing.
Oh, Claire definitely does.
Really?
We made a pact. Neither of us are allowed to go there.
That's a good idea.
But you can tell that she fancies the pants off him. Oh, he is lovely.
You can't, Libby. You promised Claire.
And she promised me, but that didn't stop her from flirting with him this morning at work, did it?
Oh, this is a great way to ruin a friendship. Fighting over the same guy.
It's hardly a fight, because I'm already winning.
Libby?
We went out for dinner last night.
I thought you were a bit sus of him.
Well, I was. I am. But the more I get to know him, the more interesting he gets.
You all right, mate? Yeah, I'm just checking out your tattoo. What's the story?
Oh, no, there isn't one.
There has to be. No one goes through that sort of pain for no reason.
I'm just young and stupid, I guess.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I almost ended up with Eva Forever on my bicep high school.
Really?
Yeah, I chickened out. Made do with engraving a name on one of the desks.
You rebel.
So, what's the story?
There isn't one. Look, I can't stand here chatting all day, so I've got work to do.
Whether we like it or not, society sets standards of physical beauty that most of us buy into. I mean, some guys are ugly, some chicks are ugly. What? We all think it, we just don't like saying it. Bear with me. If life was all about physical beauty, then some people just wouldn't bother to get out of bed in the morning. What would be the point? I know some guys who look god-awful until they get out on that sports field. Then when I see what they can do, I don't just admire them, I want to be them. They are beautiful. And believe it or not, I happen to know some ugly girls too. There is a few here at Ferndale High. Okay, you might not want to see them up on the catwalk, but they might come in handy when you've got a maths test coming up. It depends on the circumstances, because sometimes in life, brain power beats beauty. You've all seen them? The couples you look at and think, how the hell did she manage to get a guy like that? Or, what's he doing with a dog like that? It's not that he doesn't realise she's ugly as sin, but that doesn't matter because he sees something else. It's like we see through the ugliness to the beauty. And eventually, it just changes the way we see everything else. It's such a personal thing.
What do they put in this stuff?
Oh, it's a secret ingredient. Alcohol.
No, I mean the taste.
As if you can still taste it after the amount you've had.
Well, that's a funny thing. I actually can.
Well, it's ancient herbs and spices. It's always the ancient herbs and spices.
So, who is this ancient herb guy?
Judging from the music, it's the DJ. Where did he find this?
Right, that's it, guys. Come on, we're dancing.
What's this?
Yeah, come on, old man, you can do it.
Come on, and you.
Well, if I am, you are.
No way. What I do can't be called dancing.
Come on. You and me then will show them how it's done.
I think I need a glass of water.
Oh, yes, I think I do too. Okay.
We're back with Shortland Street tomorrow at 11:45.